All right. Welcome to the new year, everybody, and here is our first champion of 2021. Who are you, sir? What did you play?
My name is Danny, and I play Virtual World today.
Hell yeah. And I hear you have some spice in it as well.
Yes, I do. I actually got some spice. I got this from my friend Jared and his friend Josh. That comes from Illinois, and I played it today, and I happened to use it today one time in the finals. Doesn't always come up, but it's a niche thing to do. It's pretty fun.
Hell yeah. Let's see it, buddy.
All right. So we're gonna start off with I played 3 of the Virtual World Lily, pretty standard, and then I played 3 of the Rhoda. Lulu, you have to. 3 of the Neon, you need a normal summon in the deck. And then my deck's at 40, but I played today with a 40 card deck, playing 2 GG and then 2 Lala, which you have to play 3 and 3 of. Most people max out on all of them. And so I played a 40 card deck, only playing 2 and 2, and I was wondering why my desires, I kept banishing multiples or why I didn't see it. I kept banishing them with desires, and I've only played 2 and 2. So that was my stupid fault, but yeah. So I played the whole tournament with 2 and 2 of this. That was my mistake, but it did what it's supposed to. VFD strong.
Still worked out.
But yeah, those are a lineup. This technically should be 3 and 3, but I played 2 and 2. And then we're gonna go off to the Virtual World Spells and Traps. So for the spells, you have to play the 3 Quailoon. It's the card you activate to activate your Chuchi straight from the deck. And then we play 3 of the Quanglong. I like this card. This card's awesome. People sometimes forget to discard for its effect, which people need to remember. You don't want to get cheated on that effect. And then I played 3 Chuchi. Free pop of face up monster, and pretty good card. Pretty standard for the Virtual World stuff.
And
so
cycles your stuff back.
Yeah, that's it for the Virtual World stuff. And then we're gonna go to the hand traps. So for hand traps, I played the pretty standard, just like the only thing I did differently is the only thing I did differently is I played one. It's not a spicy tech, but I haven't seen any lists that play it. But so for the first standard ones, I did play the Gamma package. It did come up like one game, but like it was there when it was there when I needed to use it. But it's in theory with the deck, it's really good because when you activate the monsters from your hand to target, this card just says no to Ash, no to like any hand trap. Basically because they're never on the field to resolve yet. First they activate in hand, so this card is just better. I was gonna play 3 Nibiru, but I decided this card is just better going first. Like when you activate a monster effect in hand, like a Lulu or something, this will save you. If you get Ash or something. I played the 3 standard Ash. I'm not a big fan of playing 3 Ash, but I decided to today. I saw Ash like a little bit more than I'm used to, but it was there. And then the one card that I played today that came up today a couple times, no list really played. I played the 1 Lancey in the main. So some Drytron players main 3 because it's a fairy, but I decided to play the 1 because it's just there. It's like with all the decks, like you have Zoo Outlich, you have Outlich, you have this is actually kind of good against this deck, and it's good against Rogue. Like today I played a Thunder matchup and pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's it for the hand traps. I would say this is the only off hand trap. Like a lot of people don't play in this deck, but I think 1 is fine. And then for the rest of the deck are just spells. Like these are like what I say your flex spots are standard. I played 2 talents. I don't have a third, but I decided to play 2. And I'm not sure if I would play 3. I might play test 3, but I was a really big fan of 2 because I don't want to see it too much. But this helped me steal games against like Dragoons, and in the finals, as you'll see when Luke puts the content up, I baited it out, and then I stole his Titan after he Titan popped and attacked for game.
Hell yeah.
So that card's really good. I think you need it in the deck. And then I played 3 Desires. In theory, it's really good because you play a lot of 3-ofs, but I'm a fan of 2. But I decided to play 3, and it was there. I don't think I drew Desires off Desires except maybe like once, but it was really good. And then this is where it's low. Like people play 3 Foolish Burial Goods. I went ahead and went with the 2 goods and the 1 E-Telly. I thought this package was really good. Some people play 3. I like the 1 and 2. And then the 1 upstart, you like 39. And this came up a lot, the 1 Call by the Grave.
Yeah.
Any combo deck, any deck you play, 1 Call by the Grave is still good.
Hell yeah.
So that's it for the main, 40 cards. Obviously, I'm gonna go and change and put the 1s to 3.
Yeah.
I don't know how I played today at 40 cards and was able to still win with only playing 2 and 2. But like I said, VFD is strong.
It worked. So I mean, it worked out. That's all that matters.
And then we're gonna go into the extra deck. So for the XZs, I have a really small XZ package. It's not like super big. I played the 1 Break Sword, and I played the 1 Zeus and double Calamities. This card is really broken.
Really good card.
I summoned double Calamities probably like 3 times today. I made Zeus when I needed it, and like some people like to play the Gaia Charger, and like it's all preference of what you like in the extra deck. But like Zeus is more of a simplified game state card, and you shouldn't really use your Zeus like that unless you're a simplified game state and you know your opponent's not going to be able to play through your Zeus. Which today, 10 times out of 10, when I simplified a game state with a Zeus, I won. Or today I stole a Zeus with the talents and attacked with it, and it had 2 materials, and I made my own Zeus.
Hell yeah.
So that's pretty broken. So yeah, you should only use this in simplified game state. You should never like hard make it just because you can. It's a good grind. Like you wait until you get into the grind. It's a pretty good card. That's it for the XZ package. And then for the synchros, I play the 1 Juju, the 1 Coral, Cloud Castle, Charge Warrior, Shen, Croc, and Vermilion. I really like these. I didn't use this. I went into this once. I used this, use this. Now, against Thunder Dragons, you don't want to really make this because Shen vanishes instead. So if you're playing Thunders and you attack into a Thunder, like for whatever reason it has a banish effect, yeah, you don't want to make that against Thunders.
That might not be bad.
No. This card was absolutely nuts. I like this card. And then we're going to go into the Spice, okay? Like I said, this is from my friend Jared and his buddy Josh, and he came up today. I played, you've probably seen this, but the Ultimate Zolkin.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when you set a spell trap and then you let you summon, some people are playing the Crystal Wing. But I decided for the few of the flex spots that I had, I didn't play Gossip Shadow or the M7. So I decided to play Muddy Mud Dragon and the 1 Dragoons. So the thing about this is, Ultima Zolkin is already a dark dragon as it is. So you get a level 6 and a level 6 tuner, which you have in your deck.
Yep.
You make Zolkin, and Zolkin you set a spell trap, you summon Crystal. So once you summon Crystal, then if you have a 3 non-tuner and a tuner, which is really easy to do. But like I said, this was like past game, like turn 1. Made Muddy Mud Dragon with a tuner non-tuner, and that's a 6. And then you turn this into a Dark Magician, and it's a polymerization. Its effect is a polymerization, but you make this as a material. So you turn this into Dark Magician, and this is already a Dark Dragon. You fuse, so you don't have this just sitting there, and you make Dragoons.
That's disgusting.
And so you don't get the double pop because it wasn't sent with Red Eyes Fusion or Red Eyes Black Dragon, but you still get the Omni Negate.
Yeah.
So you just sometimes you could just end on this and this. Past turn 2, depending like where you are. Past turn 2, I ended up having Calamities Crystal this after turn 2. Turn 1, if you make that, I don't think it's really possible to make this. But sometimes you can just make a Dragoons and a Crystal Wing if you want to, like real easy, and not have to go to Calamities depending what you're playing. Like Rogue decks have a hard time dealing with this. But yeah, that is the Spice, and I used it today, and it was absolutely nutty.
I like it.
It's I think I might continue going forward because people are probably gonna see this deck profile and be like, ooh,
Oh yeah. It's an insane deck, man. Let's see that side deck real quick.
The side deck. So we're gonna start off with the spells. 1 Harpy's Duster.
Gotta have it.
Obviously, Storm or 2 Storm. So some people are playing Cosmic and stuff like that. But I feel like Storm and Feather Duster or Twin are somewhat better because Cosmic banishes 1, and I get it why you want to banish trap cards because you don't want them in the graveyard, especially with Eldritch. But when you're playing a combo deck, you don't want to deal with any back row. So just clearing them. It doesn't matter if Eldritch is going to get a +1, +2. Because you're going to kill them, make Calamities anyways.
Yeah.
So you rather just have board wipe for back row. And then I was gonna main this, but I decided to put it in the side last minute when I was playtesting with my friends, and I decided to side drop it instead of maining it, and it actually came up a lot today. And then for the hand traps, 2 Crow, double Lancia, triple Nibiru, 1 Pankratops, which came up today, and 2 Droll. Droll kind of came up, Pankratops came up, Nib did too. They pretty much all did what they're supposed to. But yeah, that's the deck, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I decided to play it over like my Dogmatica Bug, Dogmatica Outlich, anything like that.
Awesome, man. Well, you got any shout outs for me?
Yeah, I want to shout out all my friends back in Peru, Indiana, and Kokomo, Indiana. I want to shout out Jared and Josh, who I playtested last night.
Shout out.
And my friend Ray, who always drives us down here. Or my friend Matt, but he's not here.
Also Nick, who's awesome.
Also Nick.
And then, yeah, shout out to them for playtesting, and shout out to Josh for giving me the idea to play the Dragoons package with the Zolkin, because he's the one that gave it to me, and it came up against him. Shout out to Sean and Luke and my whole group over there. Shout out to Matt. Shout out everybody at Playtest. You know, shout out to the guys here at Rivals Gaming. Shout out to Daniel.
Shout out Dan the man.
Yeah, shout out to Johnny, Ivan, all those guys. But yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah, man. Congrats again.
Thank you.